think most of the influence was through my father, but my mother, temper, I've got bad tempers. But yeah, I grew up around a lot of reggae when I was young. Mostly my father used to play it. And back then, when I was young, I hated it. I hated reggae. I bloody hated it. Mainly because the way I was being brought up and all my friends were white and everything. But yeah, but now I love reggae. I love it. I can't get enough of it. Lovers rock. I'm a lovers rock person. So yeah.
How does that?
It's difficult because, yes, I'm like, okay, we should do something for Black History Month, but it doesn't affect me as much. But saying that, nor does, William Conqueror in the 1066 or anything that happened in the British bloody history.
Georgia.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Whatever.
My upbringing was basically based mostly from the white side. I very rarely had contact with the black side. I went to Jamaica in 1974 for 1 month. I'll never forget that. That's probably the most time I've ever been with my relations. Apart from that, we went to Canada a few years after that. We met up with the whole family again. But my contact with the Afro-Caribbean side of me has been very minimal. So I've not really had the chance to be able to get to know them or get to know their culture properly. Like I said, that's why the Black History Month is very, very good, because it's shown me and I've learned a lot from it. It's probably the best thing that's happened in a long time. So I haven't had that much experience with my own Afro-Caribbean family, mainly because I was brought up on the white side more than any other thing.
Is there any last words you want to say which we probably haven't covered?
Mm-hmm.
But we'll probably come back.
Yeah, of course, of course.
Is there anything you want to say what we haven't covered?
I think the most important thing I will say is, like, if you're parents and you're mixed, like you're a mixed couple, I would say make sure you explain to your child what it's like to be mixed race. Like, just don't brush it over. It's really important for an individual to know where it's coming from. And I think you need to tell them about the white side, whatever, if it's white or another country, and the black side. You need to give them the chance not to choose, but to have both of them combine and to live with it. They should never have to make the choice, because at the end of the day, it's a beautiful mix. So
yeah, okay, so any last words you want to add that we may have not covered in a certain sense?
Well, look, man, we're all on this planet, yeah. It doesn't matter what race you, who you are, whatever. We're taught to be divided, and if you're divided, we're weak. But if we're together as one people, not one world order, but as one people, as a collective, with the same mentality for everyone to do well in life, then we can all have a better life.
Okay, so is there any last words you'd like to say about the whole thing, what I probably haven't mentioned about being mixed race itself?
Not really. It was challenging, I'd say, but saying that, I knew nothing else. So I don't know if it was challenging, because it could have been challenging for all forms of minorities, rather than just, mixed race people. Because I can't speak of anything else. And back in the day, life itself was quite challenging, no matter who you are or what colour you were. So I think it's definitely easier when it came to education, which is definitely gonna, when it comes to life's chances, your education is at the foremost. We didn't have any advantages.
What's your favourite food? From both, from the white culture and from the black culture.
I don't know if we ate from both sides, so I was sort of getting 50-50. I can't really say. I suppose the Afro-Caribbean food had more taste to it. It was more, rich. It just tasted better. you know. I'm a vegetarian now, but back in the day I used to eat meat. So I did, and the way my mum used to cook, my mum was a fan, so I can't take it away from Afro-Caribbean women. They were the best cooks, the mums. You can't beat their cooking.
No, you will identify with one more than the other, and I think it's not beneficial. It's really not, because you grow up with like something missing, regardless of what it is, but you miss a little bit of you.
What advice would you give them if they was going to be parents to a mixed race children? What advice would you give them?
Just be open people to different cultures and just learn and grow as a couple, as a family. You know, teach your child to see the world through all different eyes, not just one race or different race. You're a mixture of everything. So you're a member of the world community.
Yeah, I always thought that if we had grew up in a black environment, we would have been different people, for sure. We grew up in a white environment, like everything we learned had to do with the white culture, the French culture. Nothing had to do with being black or being Creole or being from an island or being like, had ancestor from Africa, nothing at all. And we all grew up as white French people, and we're not. But that's how we grew up.
So yeah, when my mum used to make food, dinner, I loved it. I mean, I'd always eat it up anyway, you know, I'd never leave anything. So I think for me, it was a mixture of black and white, but as my mum was good at cooking Caribbean food, that I would say out of the both, Afro-Caribbean food is the best for me.
We were not helped, we were not supported. I think maybe back in the day, because back in the day, our elders, being our teachers, might have been a little bit ignorant or a little bit racist. So therefore, because we weren't white, we were automatically assumed to be not white, so not cared about.
Well, my father is from France. He was born near Paris. He's white. His parents were, well, both white, so like a really French middle-class family in France, yes. And my mom is from Martinique, so French Caribbean, and she comes from a family of 12 kids and no education, no money, so really poor background. So the opposite of my dad, really. So it was another hurdle we had to, come to terms with in a way. Like being being mixed race, and on top of that, being from two different social place.
I think they felt like me. I think I've never really talked to my brothers. I think we're not really talkers. We don't sit down and talk. So I don't really.
But did they enjoy the meals?
Oh yeah, they'd eat everything.
Okay, cool.
They'd eat anything. I mean, my parents were strict, so they did used to say, you need to eat all that, and you're not doing anything until you eat that. So they were strict. So I think they had no choice in a lot of the parts. So that's how it was.
Back in the day, the teachers really didn't care about anybody else unless they fitted their little picture, their blonde, blue-eyed girl. So in that respect, we might have had challenges.
Just be strong as a couple and grow as a couple. Just be strong and grow. Acknowledge you're going to have problems if you're looking for problems, but at the same time, just have the door open. You're always open, but just carry on with your life. Otherwise you're thinking about other people and not getting on with your own life. That's what I was saying. Just have love in your heart and keep the door open. Keep the bitterness one side, and if it's not too negative, and people like people. Doesn't matter what color. At the end of the day, people like people. If you're a decent person, then you're a decent person. Just show who you are. That's all I can say. Just be the person you are. Not to prove to any race. Just be a decent person.
Really?
And be judged on that.
But it's not bad, is it?
I mean, it's not bad, because for me, I feel like I was like, how do you call this animal who can change their color when they're like chameleon? I felt really like that. I can fit in with white people as much as I can fit in with black people. To a certain extent with black people, because they notice when you're not black. White people don't, but black people will catch you up. So, but it's funny, you know, it's just like, it has this advantage of being able to be in both worlds, and the same with like the social, financially, I would say, with like, I can fit in with people, you know, like from the upper class as much as I can fit in with people who don't have money. So, yeah.
Cool. We'll come back to more.
Okay.
Actually.
Yeah.
All right.